Fox Business alert. In the largest prisoner swap since the Cold War, Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gershkovich, U.S. Marine veteran Paul Whelan, and 16 others are returning from Russia prisons. In exchange, Moscow is receiving 8 Russian natives imprisoned in 5 different Western countries. President Biden delivering remarks and taking questions on the prisoner swap.
Vladimir Putin about this, or would you be willing to speak with Putin now directly?
I don't need to speak with Putin. Anyway.
Joining us now, Christian Whiton, former State Department senior advisor. Christian, good to have you with us on this important topic. On the one hand, so glad to see these prisoners released from the U.S. perspective. On the other hand, the process to me looks like something that could play out again and again in a very bad way. Help us evaluate this.
Yeah, one of the people we're trading for is we're sending back, the Germans are sending him back on our behalf at our urging, is Vadim Kostakov, who is a colonel in the Russian Foreign Intelligence Agency who murdered a Chechen, a Russian, but of a Chechen origin, in Berlin, less than a mile from the U.S. Embassy. So this is, once again, we are trading people, and it's great to have them home, but giving Putin things that he really, really wants. And it's reminiscent of 2002, when in exchange for Brittany Griner, who was accused of sort of a phony charge, we gave up Victor Bout, the merchant of death arms dealer, in exchange. Also, one other thing with the Biden-Harris administration, in exchange, 5 Americans for 5 Iranian agents. We gave them $6 billion. Yeah. So we are actually encouraging this type of hostage taking.
Absolutely. And I'm so glad that you brought up the $6 billion trade, because these were bad deals, Christian. And so I'm looking at this right now and thinking to myself, why now? Paul Whelan has been there for nearly 6 years, and they weren't, really in any kind of rush to make a negotiation. There's 2 aspects to it. I see Putin maybe saying a deal would be good because it'll give them, the Democrats, a bump, and a Harris presidency would be good for me. I also see the photo op and the podium at the White House, the families surrounding President Biden, and this being a short-term win for their ticket. So to me, I kind of see this as using these real human lives, these human beings, as political chess pieces.
It sure seems that way. It seems to be politically driven. As you know, just the timing of this, why now, and why did we give away so much? And the administration really is in a desperate situation on foreign affairs. There was the fiasco in Afghanistan. There was the unrequited romance of China. We got nothing in return for sending a bunch of cabinet secretaries over there. And then we was freeing up Iran, both politically and financially, to carry out war across the Middle East and including killing and taking hostage Americans in Israel. So Ukraine was supposed to be the war that washed all this away, the victory. That seems elusive. So this is the administration trying desperately to get something on the table before the election.
I want to stay global with you. How much more worried should Americans be waking up this morning about broader escalation, wider wars between Israel and Iran, Israel and Hamas, and further escalation within conflicts in the Middle East?
There probably will be escalation. It's interesting, the media, for the most part, in the Biden administration seem to observe an Iranian provocation, and then any Israeli response or retaliation is called an escalation, when in fact it should be viewed as just that, a retaliation. Israel has actually been fairly guarded in response. So it's been attacked by Hamas in the south, by the Houthi, directly by missiles, and by Hezbollah, which is Iran's other proxy army on the northern part of Israel. And its responses has been to target just the leadership of those organizations, most recently killing the political director of Hamas while he was visiting his buddies and his benefactors in Tehran. So I do think this escalates mainly because the West, the White House in particular, the Biden-Harris administration, are leaning on the Israelis to be constrained. And Iran realizes it has a lot of free action to do things in the next couple of months.
Christian, I want to ask you about the plea deal that the 9/11 mastermind and 2 others got. They're avoiding the death penalty. Families of victims of 9/11 feel like this is an utter failure. What's your evaluation?
It's just disgusting. It makes me sick to my stomach just to think of the people in the towers who were dead, and now we're letting these people get off with life in prison in some sort of deal of a civilian court conspiracy. These are enemy combatants who committed unlawful warfare against the United States, and they should be executed. Shame on this administration, but also shame on a bit on its three predecessors, the Bush, Obama, and Trump administrations, for not subjecting these people to a military tribunal and putting them to death. This guy was the architect of 9/11. Give you an example. Some German spies came ashore in 1942. The Attorney General wanted to put them in front of a civilian trial. President Roosevelt said no, a tribunal, and they were convicted and executed in about a month. That's what should have happened. And it just seems that the Biden and Harris administration, I mean, just has no sense of justice here.
A lot going on in the world, Christian. It's good to have your views on all of it. Thank you.